Welcome back. So today we saw a little turbulence, and we saw a little more FUD with the market. This morning when I started streaming, Bitcoin was right around where we are now. But of course, we saw Bitcoin go down all the way to about 85.8. Okay, we saw Wall Street sell off this morning. In fact, we opened up in around neutral, and then you could see NASDAQ sold off almost minus 400. Today definitely was a profit-taking day, but not only that, more scariness, more FUD around tariffs. But again, look at how strong Bitcoin is. It's right back above 87. Basically, we went back to where we were, what we started at this morning, and that was exactly my point. The bullish momentum is back. Bitcoin has found its footing. We're not falling back to the low 80s or the 70s. We're hanging around the 87s now, not even the mid 80s, the higher 80s. And it seems like we want to move forward despite the FUD around the tariffs. Like, I was looking at the comments from my video, my live stream this morning, and people were so negative. People are really, really down and negative, right? When Bitcoin started falling this morning, but as soon as Wall Street closed, as soon as the market bell rung, Bitcoin started coming back up. So obviously today was all Wall Street. Again, more panic dumping, but Bitcoin is strong. And look at, we're right back up to 87.3, and we could definitely continue right back up to where we were around 88, and we could continue forward tomorrow. Let's see. We did get more scariness today. Of course, more tariff scariness. Trump announced 25% tariff on all cars not made in the US. So this is what brought the market down more. Okay, but this is just the automotive industry. Obviously, April 2nd, we're going to get more tariffs. So we'll wait. We'll wait and see what more gets announced. This also relates. Everyone kind of forgot about TikTok. It's around. Everyone forgot about this deadline extension, right? Trump even is using tariffs as a bargaining chip, saying that, hey, maybe I'll lower the tariffs a little bit if China, hey, if you guys close a TikTok deal with us. That's pretty interesting. I didn't even think about that. I think everyone forgot about this TikTok thing. Seems like Trump really wants TikTok to stay in the US. So that's kind of interesting. So again, today was brought about more tariff scariness, more tariff FUD. That's what kind of brought things down today, right? But overall, this is to be expected. We had several days of green, a little profit taking. Not a surprise. But again, Bitcoin is strong. Despite the fact it went down a little bit this morning, it's right back up. So I know a lot of people, again, not feeling good. A lot of people trying to spread their misery and FUD, right? This is a time to be supportive. This is the time to not fall for the FUD. This is a time to stay strong because there are so many good things happening. This is one of them. I talked about GameStop embracing Bitcoin, voted to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet, and they decided to follow in Michael Saylor's footsteps to raise debt to buy Bitcoin. So their stock shot up this morning, and then it went down in aftermarket because of this. I think a lot of investors did not like the fact that they're raising debt to buy Bitcoin, even though this is exactly what Michael Saylor has done with MicroStrategy. So I think it's going to take some time for people to get used to. They do have $4.3 billion in cash that they can use. So I think people are just scratching their head like, hey, why are you raising more debt when you already have billions that you can use, right? So I think they're just waiting for more explanation. So we'll see. And it could also just because today was just a red day. So that's the reason why. But overall, I think Ryan Cohen, he is just going to be following Saylor's footsteps. And he will continue to raise debt to buy more and more and more Bitcoin. So as we get more companies embracing Bitcoin, the better. Here's another one. A French company, Blockchain Group, purchased roughly $47 million or 47 million euros, 580 Bitcoin. That's awesome. That's awesome. And they already had some. That's a huge purchase. They had 40 Bitcoin and they decided to add 580 more. So that's a huge purchase, right? So we have a lot of companies still embracing Bitcoin, and not just still embracing Bitcoin, getting involved. Remember, Bitcoin is scarce. There's only so much to go around. So that's why I'm saying there's still a lot of goodness happening. Even though macro conditions kind of suck, there's still a lot of FUD out there. We could still have short-term volatility, but long-term, nothing outperforms Bitcoin. And there are still a lot of big whales and big institutions and long-term holders that are still loading up right now. And also, things have calmed down. Like I said at the beginning, we're not seeing the same kind of volatility. We're not seeing Bitcoin go back down, retouching the 70s or even the low 80s. We're hanging out right around 87 right now. And the liquidations, this is good, have calmed down as well. So that's good. No one wants to see people get liquidated, right? As you can see, Bitcoin's price just ditched a 3 months downtrend. That's because we're starting an uptrend. The momentum is coming back. Okay, so just like all previous times, we go through these extended periods where we have a consolidation, we have some weakness, and then we continue forward. And, you know, sometimes it's macro conditions, sometimes it's just technical, sometimes it's both. But Bitcoin will continue forward. So don't give up. Stay strong. And continue to hodl and DCA. That's the winning strategy. It's really that simple. Outside of Bitcoin, I did see there's a lot of stablecoin news. A lot of stablecoin news. Wyoming wants to come out with their own stablecoin. I don't know why states need their own stablecoin, but it goes to show you that crypto development overall, or embracement of crypto, is definitely advancing in a big way in America. And that's absolutely fantastic. Fidelity, one of the biggest asset managers, plans on launching their own stablecoin. Everyone wants their own. So it's quite interesting. Everyone wants a piece. They know the money's there because they're all collecting huge amounts, or at least Tether and Circle right now. And Circle's really growing right now. And Ripple and everyone else, they're making money with their fees. So now everyone wants to get a piece of that. So, but again, the point of me sharing this is the landscape in the US is changing in a big way, and it's fantastic. This is what we want to see, what we've all been waiting for. All right, guys, that's it. I know today is DCA night. I was going to stream, but there's just not that much to stream for. So in case you're wondering, if I was going to DCA, I would just put it into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still the big daddy. and it's still cheap. And I would put it into Bitcoin. But there are so many others that are still very, very undervalued, right? Basically, you choose. You can't really, go wrong with any of the big caps. Any of the ones I've been talking about: Solana, XRP, Sui, Cardano, Chainlink, AVAX, right? Even Sonic, Hedera. I mean, these guys, even Ondo, they're all winners. All winners. All right, guys. Smash it a like. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay? Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.